Open Experts, the Data Storage Podcast.
Well, hello, everyone. We finally got our first podcast show going. I mean, it took a lot of time because there's a lot of projects we're working on, and I just finally got the time to start working on these. Some of you are new. Some of you have been around and know me very well. My name is Todd Maxwell, and I've been with OpenE for over 18 years. I do a lot with the company, from everything from support to pre-sales, post-sales, demos, and there's a lot more. But forget about that. I wanted to talk about the first podcast show, even though there's a lot of technical topics we're going to go over in the future, especially with features and options, ideas, cool products, things of that nature. But the first one, I wanted to really inform everybody, how did OpenE start? And who are the cast and crew of who makes up OpenE? So let's just begin. OpenE started years ago, back actually in the 90s, with Christoph Franek, who is the CEO still to this day, and Jonas Bach, who is the CTO still to this day. And they were selling RAID controllers back in Europe, in the 90s, and they grew it to number one. Now, then they started to think, hey, what if we made a software package that provides a GUI front end with the NAS functions to access shares and more? Now, in the beginning, it didn't go well, and they worked very hard to improve everything as they got the feedback from their customers and resellers. Now, once they got it off the ground, they pushed further. Now, keep in mind, they were working on their other day jobs to keep the income flowing while basically building this out of the garage. Now, it grew, and they brought in Mirek Franek, Christoph's brother, who was a deep coder. And so with Jonas as the product designer, plus many other talents with hardware, and Mirek, who compiled the codes and sources, then Christoph was able to hit the streets all over Europe to build the sales. So after a couple of years of doing this, it finally grew. And in 2008, they had interest with investors and was awarded a big chunk of change. Now, OpenE stayed the course over the many hard years during the 2008-9 crisis, if you all remember the recession back then, and the 2011 and 2012 during the RAM crisis because of the floods that manufactured the RAM. And everybody was hit back then. So it was a big setback for a lot of resellers that were system builders, and it was a hard time. Now, in 2015, we launched our ZFS product. And this was a big change from our XFS file system from the other products that we had that used the RAID controllers. Now, the new ZFS product called Jovian DSS is used without RAID controllers, though you can use a RAID controller in very rare instances. But normally you'd want to use it without because of better performance, self-healing, rebuild is faster, and so on. Now, at first, our resellers, some of them were apprehensive to go with ZFS, while others embraced it as the new future. Eventually, over the years, the others followed as well, and now it's number one and 100% of our sales worldwide. Now, by 2020, we had reached over 90 countries worldwide in sales to our distributors, resellers, and end users, with over 80,000 installations worldwide. Not bad for a three-guy startup. In 2021, Christoph, Jonas, and Mirek had made their final payment back to the investors. It served its purpose. They had to purchase it back as it was just not 100% theirs. Many of us have heard about these stories where the company is taken back to the original owners 100% so they can get that ship sailed correctly on their own, without any other disruptions or other input, as they might know the industry quite well. And isn't that true with so many things in life where those owners take back the company and next thing you know, boom, they take off in sales and growth and market, everything. And so that's just, one of the things that are impressive about OpenE and its team. Now, during the years, OpenE has won awards helping satisfy customers and supporting our resellers in ways to grow and expand their businesses, especially through our marketing team. We have an outstanding marketing team, and it took years to build it, but now we have it, and it's helping our resellers all over the world to grow and help them grow as well as to come up with new concepts and ideas. Now, In the past, I did the trainings with Giannis, which is called the OpenE Certified Engineer course. And I was traveling all over Europe and the USA to our resellers and VIP customers, which I believe help OpenE grow as well and connect with its customers. Now, here's a unique thing that you don't hear too much. Many of our developers and support teams and other divisions of the company have been with OpenE for over 15 years. For me, it's like I said, it's been over 18 years and just feels like a couple of years so far. I believe this is worth mentioning. And I think it's important to know this because it tells you a lot about the company that not only do we work for, but the product you're buying from. So everything is developed in-house. There is no outside contractors. All support engineers are in-house, including the 24/7 support. And OpenE believes in keeping its employees and not renting them. It's like a family. I know it's a cliche to say, but it's true. And not too many companies in today's world is like this. Typically, for example, CEOs and CTOs, developers, supports, and they go in and out of different companies. And this is so frequent. Also, even with investors, over a course of time, a company can have two or three capital infusions. I've seen up to 5 and 6. It's crazy, but it's what it is, right, in today's world. But not OpenE. Our philosophy is a little bit different. We have a lot of new things coming with Jovian and other things that are close to Jovian that are coming in the future. So you might want to drop in once in a while to check out, especially on our website, to see what new features and options are coming. By the way, looking for speed, try the Mellanox, the 100 gig E, and there's other products that they sell. I tell you, it's a good product to have. We engineers, the support team, developers, we love working with this product. There are other great products. I like to plug in once in a while a product that I think deserves some mentioning, especially with the ConnectX 6 and the ConnectX 7. The IOs are really good. So check them out, Molinax, and they're also in our hardware certification list. All right, I got to end this because I got cases to work on. Remember, guys, to back up. No matter what, ask yourselves, how fast can you restore that data? Right? It's a different genre if you think about it. All right, now go out and fix something like a real engineer. See ya.